And I'm Nick Cernkovich. Certainly a taste of winter today, but that's all changing for the better. I'll tell you when later on CBC News at 6.
As the Toronto Raptors continue to struggle on the basketball court, they've announced a major change in the front office. The team has fired General Manager Rob Babcock. This is just his second season as GM. But Babcock got into trouble with his draft choices, which many fans didn't agree with. Then there was his decision to trade superstar Vince Carter. And this season his team has had one of the worst records in the NBA. Wayne Embry will take over as interim GM.
I'm looking forward to doing the very best I can to keep the progress moving toward what the ultimate goal is, and that is to win an NBA championship. And of course, that's a long way away.
Embry is expected to remain as general manager for the rest of the season. Scott Carefoot runs RaptorBlog.com, a popular website for Raptor fans, and he joins us here again tonight. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Diana.
It seems that some fans have been writing into your site wanting this guy fired pretty much since he got the job. Why do you think he was fired now?
That's a good question, and really there's two questions that need to be discussed. Why was he fired, and why fire him in the middle of the season? The main reason he got fired at all is that he never really escaped from the cloud of the Vince Carter trade. That trade was like a blind date with Courtney Love. It seemed like a bad idea at the time, and it turned out to be even a bigger disaster than we could have imagined. And I think the Raptors wanted to distance themselves from that legacy, so that's why they fired him. But as for why they fired him now, Richard Petty said in his press conference that they want to get the message out to currently employed GMs that this position is available, and if they're considering their current circumstances, maybe they'd come to the Raptors.
So now, what does this say about the future of Coach Sam Mitchell? Is he next?
Usually when a new general manager comes in, he wants to pick his guys. So he's going to have a coaching staff and assistants that he's going to bring in for himself. And the most surprising thing about today's firing is that it was Rob Babcock and not Sam Mitchell, because many of us thought, especially after Kobe Bryant scored 81 points on the Raptors last Sunday, that Sam Mitchell had to go. But apparently Wayne Embry and Richard Petty have other ideas.
Now let's talk about Richard Petty for a minute. He's hired rookie GMs for both the Raptors and the Leafs. Does he need to change that approach?
Well, it's funny because he talks about how it's time to hire a general manager with strong leadership skills, but I'm hearing from a lot of Raptors fans that Richard Petty needs to look in the mirror if he wants to see somebody lacking leadership skills, because none of his decisions seem to be turning out. And I wonder whether this firing is more deflecting blame and attention away from himself rather than actually helping the team.
I guess the fans can hope it's all uphill from here.
It pretty much has to be.
Thanks, Scott. Good to talk to you.
Thank you.
And still ahead tonight, your Toronto forecast and this story. Change is coming to the West Donlands.